your story.
You don't know my story.
You don't know
The
my
things.
You don't know the things that I've come through.
You cannot imagine
Cannot imagine
pain, the trial.
the pain, the trials I've had to endure. You don't know my story. You don't know the day.
December 3 is International Disabilities Day, a day we stop and reflect on those who are differently abled. The differences are varied, but if we stop and interact with these persons, a whole new world opens up for us. We learn gratitude for what we can do and develop patience with ourselves for what we cannot do. We also learn to appreciate the heightened awareness and abilities of the differently abled, as it seems they have developed the senses they do have much more than we have developed ours. We learn patience as they struggle with the challenges they do have, but encourage them as they tackle all challenges head on. But what is it like working with children with disabilities? Today we hear from Sonia, a teacher of students with disabilities. She shares her journey into this community and the joys she gains from working with her special needs children.
He promised never leave. My story proves that God can use me. Deliverance is my testimony. You don't know
My story.
it would blow your mind.
That's the key. They don't know.
My story.
Hi, my name is Sonny Richards Campbell. I am a special education teacher at the Drapers Primary School. I love working with children with special needs. Overall, I love working with children. It is my passion. It's a passion that when I teach a child something and the child learns and I see that face lights up, it just motivates me. It gives me this joy within. And when this child keeps excelling and excelling, and the child doesn't have to learn at a fast pace, as long as the interest is there, that is great motivation for me. I remember when I was fresh out of college and I started teaching. I got a grade 1 class. There was this boy, I was told, who had repeated grade 1 twice. And I was now going to be his third teacher because he had 2 teachers before. And the teachers were saying to me, "Well, miss, I don't know you're going to manage this one, you know," because they picked him out. His name was Gregory, I remember. "Well, miss, you're going to get a boy called Gregory. He's bad. He doesn't learn anything. As a matter of fact, he cannot learn. He has no interest." And the principal came to me and the principal said, "You're going to get a boy. His name is Gregory. I don't know what you're going to do with him, but we're giving him another chance because he's young. He can repeat another time. If he doesn't learn, you don't have to worry. Just focus on the others because he has been in the class. This is going to be his 3rd time." I said to them, "Don't worry. Don't worry, I'll work with him. And maybe when I'm done, he'll be at the top of the class." They said, "Okay, we'll see." At the end of the school year, the boy, Gregory, was the brightest in the class. He topped the class. Everyone was surprised. His father was his only parent. At that time, I don't know, I didn't inquire about his mother. He was so happy, I'm telling you. When he, throughout the boys' time in my class, he has been giving me gifts. He was a farmer, so he'd bring me yam, he would bring me banana, he'd bring me plantain. He invited me to his house. I don't know, he was so happy. And Gregory was also a happy child. He was always smiling, always running to me. Even when he went to his other classes, he was running to me, hugging me, Miss, Miss. No matter where he was, he would run and hug me. So when I teach and children learn, it gives me great motivation. And then I have a daughter also with special needs. So this also causes me to get first-hand experience with a child with a disability. You have to have patience, tolerance, you have to be compassionate, you have to be open-minded, you have to have positive attitude, you have to be encouraging, and most of all, you have to always praise them, no matter how small the effort is. Always praise them. To not be negative. If you're negative towards these children, they'll just shut down. So always be positive. When I furthered my education as a regular teacher, the first thing I did was guidance and counseling. Can you believe it? Yes, because I don't see where they were offering special education. And then afterwards, I heard that an overseas college was offering it. So I jumped at it because I want to be more knowledgeable, to get research-based information, research-based techniques, to deal with these students. And having my daughter with a disability, and I know in every class there are children with special needs. And as a regular teacher, I saw that in my class. So I wanted to be more prepared to deal with these students. What I was doing was just using my little way of being patient and trying to help them from the level they were at. I didn't know anything about any research-based techniques. I didn't know what to do. So that is why when the course came up, I jumped right into it to know more, to become more knowledgeable of what it is to deal with these type of students. I tried my best to know all my students, to communicate with the parents, to have them right there for anything I can call on them. Because knowing your students and having a good relationship with the parents, it's good for you. You have less stress. And it's also good for the students in your class, knowing that you can always call their parents if they're doing something that they're not supposed to do. You understand what I'm saying? So the children in my class presently, they're all different. And not just my class, in every class, children are different. They have different needs. They come from different backgrounds. They come with different personalities. So you have to know them individually and treat them as such. You can't see all of them the same. It is very important to never compare students because each one is unique. They also come with different challenges. In my class right now, I have students with ADHD, that is attention deficit hyperactivity. Some have cognitive delays, some have developmental delays. They need a lot of support processing and remembering information. They also need support in problem solving. They need support in interaction and their behavioral skills, which are limited, some of them. They have speech defects, so sometimes when they talk, you do not understand what they're saying. You have to listen very keenly or ask them to repeat slowly. So those are the challenges that I have in my class right now. They require a lot of support. They need routine, and expectations have to be clear. Behavior must be reinforced in positive manner, in a positive way, because once it's negative, they'll just shut down. They also need their environment must be welcoming. You must be a kind teacher. You must let them have fun. Let them always want to come to school and not want to stay home. Let their environment must be welcoming, safe, and supportive. And always remember that a child with a disability is a child first. Treat them as such. Focus on their abilities and not on their limitations. As teachers, we have a lot of challenges, such as my main challenge right now is lack of resources. There are a lot of things that I need that can help my students better, but I don't have them. I'm telling you. So, and this stresses me out sometimes, It stresses me out. And then the demand that these students requires. Sometimes it's very difficult getting their parents to assist them at home. You give them homework, they come back with it the same way. It is not done, or the parents do it for them. When you ask them something from the homework, they can't tell you because the parents did it for them. And this is so frustrating, I'm telling you. Sometimes it's even hard to motivate them. Why? There's no interest at all. Is at home. None whatsoever. So you have to be pushing them, pumping them. When you teach them something today and they come back tomorrow, they don't know it. But because we know that they have a disability or they have disabilities, I know that we have to keep reinforcing, give them videos to go home and watch. Sometimes they can't watch it because they'd rather play games and the parents are not helping them. But still, I love them. And I see them as my own children. I treat them as such.
Say it, LeJune.
You don't know my story, the anguish and the guilt that consume me. Grateful I can tell it, for no more shall the shackles condemn me. You don't know my story,
You just don't know.
for if you did, you would